Greetings out there in YouTube land from the planet Earth. It's raining out there, but my day just keeps better and better and better. Craig came back, and I turned him on to some of my tea. He was curious. He's going to go tomorrow to get some. It's raining right now. Right? And he was telling me how great he feels and everything. I was trying to tell him to do the best thing for his daughter, right? And we talked about her a little bit. And, I mean, so we'll see what happens there, right? But, I mean, I told you I mix teas, and they help people get off of, reduce their urge, but he didn't drink any of that before. God's the one that took away his urges. I just happened to pop this page up and look right here. My doctor's going to be tripped out, and that's that Windsor fireplace. I mean, it's so simple. It really is. And they use a bunch of words and all that, but I mean, I don't have to. You can if you want to, no problem. I'm not saying you got your own style, right? It's you, right? And for others around to hear how it works, right? I told him, hey, I got to talk to God, so I'll just put this music on so you can listen to it for a second, right? I just do some music on. We can listen to for a moment, so I can concentrate and talk to God from my heart. Now they do it a little differently. It still doesn't matter. He said you can do as I do it. Here's a perfect example, right? I didn't even listen to it, right? But they just happen to be there. So I'm mentioning it. They do that stuff all the time. And there are others that do it all the time, right? They've healed people in a Walmart store, right? No joke, anywhere, on the street, right? You're like, here's this one right here. Just healing a guy right in the street. They'll heal one guy, and a person, woman, it don't matter. And the person that was with them, they'll tell that person to do the same thing they did, and that person is get healed. Because God is doing all the work. All it is a matter of stepping up in faith. If you have the faith of a mountain, mustard seed, you can move a mountain, you know what I mean? I do. Mountains are moving all around me, and they come into my door. I'm not even going out there. Word of mouth is spreading, and they're coming to my door to learn about this guy named Jesus, right? That guy's daughter is going to be knocking on my door soon, right? To learn about this guy named Jesus. Because, whoa, what'd you do to my dad, man? He was like all wasted and da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa. I introduced him to my friend called Jesus, right? Because he's my friend. He's my everything. People are making a difference every day. Every day. A lot of them way different than me, but that's okay. Because Jesus needed me to reach the ones everybody seems to be ignoring. Yeah, I know a bunch of fancy words and all that, but he doesn't want that. He wants it kept real. Keep it simple. A kiss from Jesus is written there. Because he said everything you need to know is right there. And that tells you a lot of stuff. Yes, I highly recommend it. But it tells you more. You got to take that one step extra further, it tells you, and have that personal relationship with God, man. You gotta, right? You talk to him. Talk with Jesus every day, man. Like you're talking to your best friend, because he is the best friend in the universe, right? And if you do something wrong, you say, I'm sorry from the heart and mean it. Like, that's what they call repentance. Some people use the word, but they don't understand the meanings, right? God is so angry that people don't understand the meanings of words, right? That he wants it kept simple for that purpose. Nobody understands the fancy words. And he came to set the captive free. He sat with the sinners when all the other ones, he left the 90 and 9 for the one lost sheep. They hear it, but they don't understand it. Well, a lot of brothers and sisters out there, I know you do, you know what I'm talking about, right? That's who Craig was. And when others see that he used to hang with there, the changes in him, they're going to want to know what happened. They're going to want a taste of that too. And they're going to say, it's this guy named Jesus. He's for real. Look what he did for me. He'll do the same for you. That's what I told him to do, right? Each one of us passes on. We pay it along, right? It's called casting seeds, right? We let God do the watering. See, that's the whole point. We plant the seeds. Sometimes God sends us that we are supposed to water. It's all on what God wants you to do at the time. That's why you got to ask God what he wants you to do instead of telling God what you're going to do. Changes everything. And when you got that personal relationship, oh man, rocks your world every day. One blessing after another. Now here's another person saved from the fiery pit that he's heading to. Anger, rage, bipolar, you name it. He had it all, right? Here he is, gentle as a lamb right now. Feeling the loving chill of Jesus. And he was just digging some tea as we chatted, right? He didn't need it, but I knew he'd like it. So I was telling him how I like blending him. Well, he tried it. And he really digged it. I mean, he just goes, wow, it's amazing. I told him where to go. He said, I'm going to go get some tomorrow. Right? Some cheap tea. I think they're $1.29 in that box. I love that. You get it for about sometimes 99 cents or whatever. That Triple Crown. They're not expensive. They have really good teas. They really do. They're excellent. I buy a lot of the other ones. A guy took me to Walmart the other day, right? And I got the individually wrapped ones. It was $7 or $6 or $7 for a box of 20, right? I got a box of 20 at that one store. It's regular grocery store, right? For $1.29. A lot of times it's like 99 buck and a quarter, $1.29, right? Excellent variety. Still same tea, right? And especially when it comes to chamomile, give me a break, right? It's a weed that grows by roadsides And in other areas along North America, it's quite common, right? It grows in Europe too, right? The guy in the States, he got off 4 antidepressants. When I turned him on to chamomile, he was paying $10 a box. He would talk to the guy next door. He had ADHD. He turned him on to chamomile tea. Right? Boom, he's off the ADHD meds, right? I told a pastor's wife, who had bad fibromyalgia and stuff, had been trapped in a prisoner in a house for years, right? Told her about a little fennel tea, right? Rocked her while she's out there working, living a new life. That's how it works better in women than men, but still, I mean, it will rock everybody's life. I drink it right here. I mix it with my berry teas, which are loaded in different antioxidants. No caffeine in any of them, right? And the amazing thing is that I told a lady in Hawaii that, you know, sadly she's still there. She wouldn't listen to my advice, running around wearing a gas mask and all, right? Go figure. But she had all kinds of problems, including feminine problems, spending a ton of money on these specialists. Sadly, the Americans got to pay for that stuff. Wow, right? But anyway, none of it was working. And she'd tell me how terrible it was. Hey, couldn't find it. She found the capsules, though. I told her to order the tea online, right? But she did. She took the capsules after a couple of days, didn't complain about anything. Nothing. No more tests, no more nothing. Didn't need to see the doctor again. Took care of every problem she had. Yeah, they're amazing what things will do, right? And she's gone all herbal right now. Yeah, I help people in different ways, right? But God makes us live in a garden, right? Look what they're doing. They're destroying the garden. So you got to rely on big pharma for everything, which gives you nothing but memory loss is a side effect for most drugs out there. Right? You take some stuff over the counter, you don't even think it's for one thing. You didn't know they put memory loss stuff in it. So you got to buy all this other stuff for memory loss, or you buy the prescription, see the doctor, you go for a test. He doesn't have the decency to call you on the phone, your tests are in. They don't have the decency to tell you the results on the phone while you're there. You got to come on in and pay them more money to just find out if you're okay or not. You want to talk higher, right? They're Satan's drugs pushers. I can say that, right? They are. You got to go to the guy in the street and you want $20 worth of drugs. You drop down $20, he gives it to you. You go into their office, you want med. Well, you got to turn around, pay money. You walk in the door, whether you get anything or not, whether you're there to hear the results test or tells you to go for a test. It doesn't really matter. You paid to go in there, right? And you don't even know what you're going to get when you come out. Say, yeah, everything's fine. A little check, everything's fine. You paid money to go there. Now, if you got to go back for something else, hey, every time you turn, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. But who do they really work for? Not you. Big Pharma. They're paid bonuses and they get these incentives to push a certain company's pills over another. Come on, man. Everybody knows that. The salesmen come and see them, quote unquote, right? Samples, right? Everybody knows that. So they're big drug dealers for Big Pharma, right? Buy our stuff. Even though the side effects of one of the side effects on the pill they gave me was, yes, swollen feet and limbs and everything, the whole 9 yards. They wanted to cut my damn leg off. Oh, no, you probably got to do that. No, you stupid pills you get. They wouldn't listen. And they finally listened. Look, oh, yeah, it's got a side effect. Another guy was on I started believing he was standing before. They put him on a wheelchair. He kept taking those pills. He was dead. Yeah, I almost did. I felt like it was like acid was in the marrow of my bones. Right? My feet were oversized 20. I got out of the hospital Christmas Eve, 2015, and my leg was 100% blue blockage. They messed it up in the States. So I had all those problems. Like 3 times they wanted to cut off, saying it helped me. And yeah, right. I got it now. God's the one that helped me, right? He wanted me on these herbal teas. I used them before. He wanted me back on them to help because hey, it more than help people reduce the urge. Right? While I was talking to them, it's just something they did. They feel relaxed. I think they're great chilled, right? I used to make them by the big pots. Those Italian ladies could pots in, the big ones. I had 3 of them going at the same time. It got such a big demand there, right? And I let them sit. I make sure they're up there and done, and I let them steep overnight. And I just crash, right, with a little bit I could. Hey, my door was always open, right? And then I, bottle them. I was a big firm believer in recycling instead of throwing those bottles. But I tell them, you're going to come, you bring your bottle, right? Wash it out really good. You bring your bottle, right? You got a bottle with you. We'll wash it out and we fill it up with tea. There you go. Right? Waste not, want none. Went through a lot of hassle to make this stuff. It's polluting the ocean, polluting the land. It's pathetic. There are people that can't even read, making a global business out of it just to stay alive, buy food to eat. Hey, they do it in some of these what they call third world countries. Well, we're in the one world. I don't know where their imaginations come from, right? But hey, they pick up trash of people because they're Christians. Some of these Muslim countries, and they're not. They're only good for picking up the trash. Well, they scavenge through it just to get some stuff that they can sell. And they're being taught by some other Christians who got out a little bit on how to do business. They're seeing, okay, so much of this equals so much money, and they're seeing how to move plastic. They got a little machine where they melt it, they put it in the little strips and cut it into little beads, and they sell them to the highest bidder. They deal with China, other countries, on the sale of plastics and other metals that they get out of the trash. But all these people just look down on them. They're trying to do the best they can to feed their family. You hear people living in trash mountains and things fall on them because they're living in the junk trash bin. That it is. Waste them. That's where they live. They get their money to buy food and all that from the scrap that other people throw away and the junk that other people throw away. That's how they barely survive because they're Christian in a non-Christian land. They're being persecuted all the time. And you think you got it hard? I have nothing. I have nothing. These brothers and sisters get blown up in churches. I just sit back and talk. But God wants me to do some stuff. I'm doing it, right? I don't understand all the thing a lot of times, and I do understand a lot. He was grooming me for live streams, even though I was scared to talk, and here I am. If you can do this for me, and you can do this for a guy that never even read the Bible, and he came back again, and he's all excited about it, and he's trying to figure out how to talk to his daughter, right? And I remind him, put God first, and everything else is going to fall into place, and it does. God don't lie. Put him first, and he'll make sure everything falls into place, right? But somebody who's never even read the Bible is walking around with the love of Jesus in his heart. It makes you wonder about some of the other that call us brother and sister that just do and hate, right? God says it's a wake-up call for everybody. I need to be bold, I need to be loud, and I need to be different. So I stand out, so they hear this little whisper in the winds. Think about it. Crack open your Bible today. Bye-bye.